So Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbe is being replaced right now by Richard Schaffer as the guy who's going to be leading Mayweather Promotions now in the present and to the future. He's a guy who's been a very big candidate as far as someone that a lot of promotional companies been willing to bring in at some kind of capacity. But with Mayweather basically looking at a guy like Richard Schaffer to kind of bring things back on board, he needs that because right now it's a lot of fighters. Ever since I did my live about Floyd Mayweather, it's been a lot of fighters that been getting up out of there. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, as much as people don't want to see like maybe it's a coincidence, but it's been a lot of guys that have left his camp ever since that Devin Haney fight. Now they could have left in January, February, March. They're leaving now. You know what I'm saying? Because they see it's certain fighters that get prioritized over them. Like that's okay at a certain point. And now people start to realize it's hard to run certain promotional companies now when you got certain people that's like, oh well, this is the guy that's the face of the company. This is the face of this, and he's the elite guy. And, okay, that's all right, but one day you're gonna have to have somebody who's really at that level. One day you're gonna have to really have somebody who's a top guy, and some of these guys gotta develop. A lot of guys don't come in being a top guy or the guy. You gotta earn that spot. But with Leonard Ellerbe now being someone who's gonna be, I guess, in another capacity with someone else or at another company right now, possibly dealing with either Tank Davis or PBC in some kind of capacity, it's going to be a different situation. I definitely feel like everything that's going on is going to be very surprising. It's going to be very surprising. The business is starting to close in. Everybody who had a position, you probably don't got a position right now. It's a lot of downsizing going on. They downsizing in the corporate world and they downsizing in the boxing world. It's a lot more people working together now. I heard people saying that promotional guys and promotional companies don't work together. Well, you know, Eddie Hearn is with this guy and Bob Arum was with this guy and Oscar don't want to make the fights, and you know, Al Heyman, he does in-house fights. All these guys is working together. All these guys making moves. Y'all don't understand that. They already making a move. They already have a game plan. But the whole situation with Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, that just goes to show Floyd Mayweather doesn't work well with everybody. He doesn't work. It's not going to be a lifetime deal with everybody. The same way Leonard Ellerbe being in some capacity resigning, released, fired, whatever you want to say, terminated, basically released in some capacity, it could have been the same situation with these other guys. I know people were saying, well, Bill Haney them should have went over there. He could be in a situation where he could have been a CEO or something over there, and he could be possibly being released. There's no loyalty in boxing. If y'all don't know that by now, a lot of guys that work together haven't been working together with anybody for years. And Floyd Mayweather, he's a competitor. He wants to be the best, so he's not going to be around certain people, or he's not going to feel that way, even if he's right or wrong. He still feels like he's got the edge as far as being a competitor, the knowledge of the game. For some reason, they helped Ryan Garcia out. So, as people can say, well, you know, he's losing too many people right now. It helped Ryan Garcia out. Whatever information he had, Ryan Garcia went from fighting different against Tank to fighting different against Devin Haney. So, maybe that's a situation that probably got Tank Davis and these other fighters probably scared or afraid, or they see that Floyd is helping other guys out outside the camp. But at the end of the day, Tank Davis is friends with Ryan Garcia. So all these guys, Leonard Ellerbe's cool with Tank Davis. Tank and Floyd got situations going on right now, but at the end of the day, man, that stuff won't change. It's not gonna change at all. So I definitely like the stuff that's going on. I like Richard Schaffer. He did an excellent job with talent over the years, and pushing certain fighters and dealing with a lot of these guys. He's dealt with a lot of fighters that's still in the game, so he's not a new face or anything like that. He's definitely experienced in the game, but it just goes to show when people feel like, oh well, Bill Haney, you know, he's building up a fight. It's not easy, brother. what Tiafimo senior was been doing over the years. That's not easy. When I seen Sean Porter's father and Kenny Porter, and what I've seen with Angel Garcia, all that stuff is not easy, man. It's not easy to be a trainer, a manager, and then promote your son. And these guys who and a lot of these guys, their job is just to promote. That's the only job they have, just to promote, manage these guys, these fighters day to day. These dudes ain't fighting that much throughout the year, so all you really gotta do is make sure they're kind of got their head on straight and doing the right things. But other than that, a lot of these fights ain't really getting made like that unless you're being involved with some of these guys like Turkey out of sheet these days, or you're making these in-house fights. So yeah, Mayweather is making a situation right now. He's making a lot of moves. It's definitely a lot of things collapsing around him. It's a lot of fighters that's been taken away from him. Not taken, I would more so say left him, because what I've seen is a lot of guys around Mayweather. That's a whole nother story. I'll definitely say that story for another time. But it's a lot of guys that has left from where Mayweather is at right now, and they gone to other places. That's all I got though. Like and subscribe.